getting stuff going. Okay, there we go. There's that. That is that. We're going to be playing some Starship EVO. But yeah, let's get in. Let's have some fun. To show you what this game's all about, and yeah, let's have some fun. Time. Solo. Seed. Don't really care. Not really concerned about that. Not much I can really do. Appearance. We are going to go just a normal human because I am not a crazy boy. I'm going to do something a little bit more realistic. By the way, the hair is not exactly perfect. They still got to fix some stuff on this. That is the only, like, that looks brown, but it looks very light brown. But it's not brown. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff they need to get done. Like, that looks gray, but it's supposed to be ash brown. Gray looks light gray, so there's a lot of work they need to do. So I'm gonna go purple, just because that's my my color, one of my extreme colors. So yeah, eyes can still work, but that's not. But light blue is not cyan, so they got some issues to fix. But it's one developer. It's one person doing it all the work. So hey, you know, I understand. It's fine by me. I already did eye color. Skin color, it doesn't matter to me right now. Suit color primary, we are going to do, we're going to go blue, purple, which looks pink. So we're going to go, yeah, it works. And then tertiary, we're going to go for a little accent flavor of orange, which is my other color. But yeah, let's go. That works for me. There's my character. I don't have any mods installed, as y'all can see. See, no mods. So this is completely vanilla. I don't even know how you get mods. I don't know if that's even 100% working. But yeah, anyway, let's play. God, game is made completely by one person, and it plays like a dream. It's phenomenal. Okay, I'm getting printed. Respawned, whatever. Into existence, or whatever, I don't know. Interesting. There's no drag and drop, so that is what that is. We need what else? Get you down. Jog over here. We're probably gonna set up by the water, but let's get some scrap. Better not give me anything. Oh, that sucks. No system linked. What? I don't think we can use it anyway, so I'm just gonna take it down. Scrap? Yeah, I got a lot of scrap. Alright, alright, so we're gonna get closer to, we're gonna probably go halfway in between, so I don't have to go very far. At least for our initial base, but then we're gonna go to the water so we can harvest hydrogen. Which will be very important later. Okay, so we're gonna go tab. we're gonna go to. Oh, and by the way, sorry for the quality of my voice. I'm pretty sick. I'm still recovering from being sick, so yeah. I already crafted that many, but whatever. I'll make it so it's 10 then. How about that? It's got a forced thing that we don't exactly have to do. I could have disabled it at the beginning, but I was not really concerned about doing that at the start, so. We're going to put our initial base literally halfway. Like, I am not, like, gonna make a mistake. I'm gonna put it right here. That'll do for now. 3, U. It's going to say, place 1 scrappy hole. It's placed. Switch the scrappy hole to a wedge or other shape. Well, we're not going to do that because that's not smart. Rotate block with R. Did it. Now what? Delete block with that. Alright. Change grid size with G. Stretch a block. Okay, and this is where we're going to start actually building it. It's just going to be not just enough. I'm going to place a few so I can just get this stretch nonsense done, because I don't want to make it any bigger than it needs to be. Open the paints tab. Paint 1 block. Actually, no. Let's just make it the same color. I don't really feel like... No. Bad. Woot. Not what was supposed to happen. It literally took off everything. That was weird. Took out everything in my inventory. Except for everything off my hotbar. So stupid. Anywho. Let's go with that. That looks like that's the same color. I really wish they would allow for drag and drop. That'd be so nice. Paint. Paint, 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 paint. Not the exact same color, but not a big deal. We're going to go back to that. Mission complete. Open the player progression tab. I'm not too concerned about that right now. I'm more concerned about getting this built up enough. There's that. There's that. Okay, now I've got to remember. So there's 3 immediate blocks that are around a similar size to this. So we're gonna go, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would say 6 by 6 for each thing. So that's a 6 by 6, right? Yeah. So we're gonna go. So I'm gonna bring this out, and that's gonna be the center. I guess we're going to make it 7. So this is 7 by 7. Now we're going to bring this out by 3. Okay, so we're going to mimic each side. So this is 6 out on each side from the middle block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I love being able to do that. Right? Yeah, yeah. Oh, that's so much nicer. So you go down. Looks like we're gonna need more block. Then get like a few more in before I run out. Okay, yeah. Okay. So I don't know how exactly much more we're gonna need, but I don't really care. We're gonna make more. Okay, so scrappy hull. No drag and drop, which I'm not a fan of. Okay. Alright, and now we got our basis. Go back into this. Gonna move you and move this down to there. I'm probably gonna paint this just because I'd rather be able to paint it than not. Just to have it all be the same color, so I'm not like gonna drive myself crazy. We don't need another one of those. What we're gonna work on next is the crafting bench, which we need logs for. So I'm gonna go into my tools, put the mining thing back on, leave the paint thing on there for now, because we need to finish this up, so at least it looks all the same color. And yes, you can just hold it. Okay, cool. Go to 1, and we're gonna find a tree. I'm not even worried about the player progression tab right now, y'all. It's not the biggest thing for me. I've played it before, so. But just for y'all, I'm gonna go click it, so I can show y'all what it's just gonna try to have me do. It's gonna tell me to go. The first steps are the crafting bench and a crucible. Then you get to make an assembler. Then an you build a hydrogen farm. So that's when we're gonna move everything over there, to move everything over and start pulling everything off of this. For not that we need everything on it technically, even for our first ship if we don't want to, but you know. Anyway, help tab teaches you how to do all the stuff and gives you a little example. I strongly recommend you look at that also as well when you're first time until you get down. And it's telling me to now work towards getting a new ship. So now we're going to start building towards that. There's my platform. Alright, so I'm going to go back walking towards the tree like I was already planning. That's next to the ship. I'd rather use ones that are next to the ship so I can get more scrap on my way. And you'll notice that my inventory is pretty full. That is going to happen. I'm not too concerned about my inventory being full. It's not really that big of a deal in my opinion. We don't really have... I'll build a backpack here in a second. It'll make me be able to carry more. We just don't have chests to put stuff in. And over time, you're going to use the stuff anyway, so I'm not too concerned about it at this moment because it's early on, and you're going to... I'd rather be over encumbered than not have what I need, you know? Alright, so we got 3 wood. I'm pretty sure that's not enough, but let's go look. Yeah, it is enough. Okay, cool. Okay, so now we got 1 crafting bench. You're going to move that there. Then we're going to go tab, escape, and we're going to press 2. Then we're going to put this in the farthest away from everything that we can. That is the farthest away we can. I kind of want to put it in the middle, but if I put it in the middle, there's a lot of stuff that I can't put by it. So what I'm going to do is, I'm thinking of putting it here, because then I could put a chest on both sides, but I'd rather put it here. Hold on, is there a way I can do this to... that's going to take up the least amount of room. We're going to put it there. Alright, so next thing I recommend everyone build. Once you go into that, so this is everything you can build with your normal backpack crafting. If you go into your crafting bench, you can create all of this. The copper spools and the silver contact mesh. You are absolutely going to need copper and silver to make those, and they are very necessary. We're not at power yet. We don't have to worry about that this exact moment. The hoverboard is far better than the scooter. Get the hoverboard. It's so much better, so much more worth it. Also, that requires silver, so yeah. That's the next thing you're going to want to get. You can make 2. You can fit 2, so you're going to make 2. And you need plates for that. Plates, very easy. When you're starting out, I seriously recommend whatever amount of stuff you have, seriously, just turn it into plates. Make as many plates as you can at the beginning. It'll save you a headache and make it so you don't have to create more later. Constantly, always trying to catch up. So, okay, so inventory. You're going to take that. You're going to move it. Gosh, I hate that dragon. I hate that you can't drag. So you are going to go here, and that these expand your inventory. So now I can carry around twice what I was carrying before. All right, so you're going to go back into this, and both of those are created. So now you need copper spools. So to do that, I believe it's V, yes. And pressing V on keyboard will show you where all the resources is, and some other things I'm not 100% sure what they mean. So coal will be for smelting, which is over some over there. Then you have I believe that might be copper, because that's cobalt, I think. That's gold. Fe is iron. Coal, yeah, so it's copper. Okay, so I believe so. I'm not an expert, so hey, nor do I claim to be. Anyway, let's walk over to this copper, and I'll show you all the mining nonsense that you have to deal with. Oh, surface. Oh, it's surface copper. How nice. By the way, surface resources, ores, and everything else. Oh, heavenly. I don't have to get myself stuck anymore to go get resources. It's heavenly. And what I always say is, your first go through copper, get as much as you can. You want as much copper as you possibly can get. Also, we're going to be building the furnace, which eventually will be replaced by the arc furnace, which is 1,000,000 times better. I'm going to go for 25 for my first pull through on this. Yeah. But, yeah. Oh, and those stones, you can use those for stuff, but they really do just take up so much storage room, so it's up to you what you choose to do with them, but like, they take up so much storage, and I feel like I'd love that for them to lower the amount you get. Like, I would rather get more ores than a bunch of extra stone when you have so much stone above, you know? That's 24. We get one more jaunt. Okay, cool. And now I'm going to call it here, and I'm going to jump my way back over to my base. Alright. And we're back. Okay. Now I'm going to tab, go into crafting. Wrong crafting, that is. I'm going to go to the crafting table. Go down here. Now we need to smelt our copper ore into copper ingots. So what we're going to do here is we need to make 2 more plates for crucible. This is why I was telling you, just make all of your scrap into copper plates. You know, you might as well, or as much as you can without being bored of it. So we're only going to make 1. You don't need 2. We're going to go like this, go like that. Then we're going to go into your backpack, pull this out. Put this on your hotbar, put that down there and that down there, because you don't need those visible. No, you don't really need the copper visible either. This is only one your hotbar is for stuff you're placing or you're currently using. Okay, let's see here. Good placement. Screw it, I'm going to put it here because that's going to keep it tight and organized. Alright, so there. I'm going to pop these into input and see, so it'll make you copper. And now we're gonna go get iron. Go get because you can use wood, but it's far more recommended you use coal. I mean, you want to use that, and there's no coal nodes that are very close. Yeah, go ahead. But at the end of the day, it makes more sense to use coal. So please, please, please try to use coal. That looks like that's probably going to be the closest coal. Not the easiest to get to. That would have been easier if it was down in here. But, oh well. But, We got a cliff. So now, that is not the easiest to get to. If we had a hover bike, it would be. But because we don't, it isn't. So, that means that one, as long as it's not off the side of a coal, is going to be closer. Getting closer. It looks like, yeah, it looks like the copper is going to be almost above, meaning I need to go, it's about here. So here's what I recommend. You could either do the long path, or you could just dig straight down and deal with the consequences of digging straight down. I'm going to dig straight down and work my way out. Just to show y'all what happens. It's right here, right? It's, by the way, it's always going to be deeper than it. 9 times out of 10, it's always, unless it's a surface, you see it on the surface, it's always going to be deeper than what it looks. Oh, and these regenerate. By the way, these, if you're far enough away from the deposit, they will regenerate. Mainly because the creator wants land to recover, so you can still to recover. Because nature does naturally recover, and there's no real way to, you know, make a whole system that just naturally makes everything recover. So he had to do it, and it's only one guy. So literally, it's one guy. He built this whole game, which I think one guy in Japan built this whole game from the ground up. Pretty crazy, pretty awesome. It's got it's got multiplayer capabilities. I haven't done that yet because I haven't, like, it's such a new game and there's so little people know about it, you know? We're going to start with 25 just because I don't want to dig myself so deep to where no matter what I do, I can't get out. So you see the issue? Digging down, can't really get through. Now, there is an F5 or something that makes it so you can clip, but I'm going to at least show y'all what it's like without that. Here, struggling to get that. The hoverboard will solve some of this, but it's highly recommended to not, like, do this because, you know, even when you dig in front of you, it digs down. Sometimes when it digs down as well. It likes to dig down as well, so it's very hard to get out, and that's just natural for the game. And it is voxel based. There's voxel based destruction, voxel based mining. I found most of the time, if you want at certain points, if you want to dig your direction, you're gonna have to dig out above you as you're digging yourself out. It's pretty. There's a lot of annoying things because then there's clipping. It'll act like blocks are there that aren't, that shouldn't be, or whatever. So there's a lot of and there's some Z fighting issues. Again, it was made by one person, like. One person team. It's pretty incredible to play the whole dang game with just one person. So see, you can press F5 and get out of it, but personally, like, I've actually never had this good of luck getting out. I'm actually kind of happy that this was, and this is the good situation. By the way, calculated jumps are better than just spamming it. This is spamming it. This is calculated jumps. More distance upwards. And then using your brain is even better. Ugh. I should just be able to walk up this. I don't know what's... Like, this is good enough for me to walk up now. It should be, at least. Like I said, sometimes the walls like to interfere with how things actually are. So, like, there isn't actually blocks here, but The game is treating it as if there's something in front of me when there's actually nothing in front of me. So that's a massive bug. So there's something there that's not, the game is not rendering. So I now have to go this way to fix that. Crazy, right? But it is what it is. But yeah, so like building a mining ship would be probably very good early on. But the issue is you probably are going to want to get into space because there's good stuff in space. There's a lot of good stuff in space. I haven't made it to space yet, but... And by the way, rock will build up in your inventory. It is useful for some things, but at the end of the day, if you don't need it, just drop it when it's just normal random rocks. Because there's a certain point where you just won't use it. Yeah, it'll just be clutter, you know? And jumping does help speed. Not a whole lot, but makes it tolerable. So, makes the speed a little more tolerable. Which we will pretty soon here won't even have to worry about. F. Cobalt coal. Now we're going to go in here and gather our stone. If they do collect, we're going to dump the massive amount and the single one. Plus, I'm kind of glad they didn't roll away, because now if we do need them, we can grab them. That's cooking. So while that's cooking, I'm going to build a storage container, if it'll let me. Yes, I can. Okay, so I need three logs. So we're gonna go run over to a tree. Any tree will do. I don't know if there's some trees that give you less, some trees give you more. I don't know anything about that. I don't know. I'm not sure about that, but who knows? I'm gonna mine this. And hopefully by the time we get back, there's enough cobalt that'll be done. Not cobalt, sorry. Copper for us to build the hovercraft. Not hovercraft, the hover scooter. What is it called? I don't know. I can't remember. So there is 2. We got 2 of those. So now we can start up making the spools. Copper wires, whatever you want to call them. Each round. And we need 2. Well, we have just enough. Okay. 2 of those. Now we got that. Now for the storage container. Got just enough wood logs to do it all at the same time, which is nice for me. And for y'all's viewing pleasure. And so this goes into movement, which is this one. Which is interesting because that's not the same view as that, but whatever. And to do that, you will press, I believe it's P. So now, I am on my hoverboard. Press the forward moving button faster and you go faster. Press the backward button and you slow down. So now it'll be much easier to go get resources and get from place to place. Press P again to get off. For you to get off the board and put it back in your inventory. So now we have copper still smelting down. By the way, these have storage capacity, so you don't have to hold everything. So storage container. We are going to go like this. Increase the size because that's tiny. Make it as big as we can. And personally, I'm going to attach it to the back of the crafting table. And I'm going to store everything we don't currently need on us at this exact moment. And we will pull what we need as we need it. Alright, next will be actually I'm going to go turn all that into stuff, into the either plates or blocks. I'm going to do plates first. Go turn these all into plates. A few of those, actually, I guess. My bad. And I'll put the rest into plates, so we don't have to build those later. So for the smelter and the arc furnace, for the arc furnace and the assembler thingy, we will need to build wind turbines. For reference, wind turbines, on wind turbines, they do not produce much power. So heads up. You will need to build 2 and as tall as you can. At least 2 and as tall as you possibly can go. So meaning we now time to go get iron and silver. You can also go for like ore mining speed add-on, scrap mining speed add-on, but you're going to need to be able to get that one. You will need gold, and you cannot smelt gold in the normal furnace, so you have to work your way up to the next. You have to get your way to the assembler, then to the furnace. So I'm glad I made that already. Let's go make some copper. Let's make some copper spools. Get the copper spools out of the way. I should not be in my inventory, but whatever. Thought I did put those in there. Oh well, not a big deal. So that's going to keep smelting. Gonna pop these into here. By the way, you probably will need to make more than one big boy. So yeah, just keep that in mind. Eventually, maybe not right away, but eventually. Alright, now we are going to need wood. Do I have any wood in here? I do. Alright. So we're going to go mine some more wood. So it is mostly, early game is very tedious, but later there's a lot of like, hold on, where am I? There we go. There we go. Early game is very tedious and resource gathering. Once you get up into space, it's mostly combat, and building a bigger and better ship. For combat that looks cool, it's more about looking cool, was what I've heard, than it is the ship being actually like aerodynamic and functional. So it's really cool, and the game's going to be in beta for a long time, but the creator's is constantly working on it. So it's one guy like completely dedicating. It's so cool. Making a AAA level game, one person just making a AAA level game, it's crazy. By himself. AAA indie game, I should say. And copper spools. We're going to make every last copper spool we can, so we don't have to make them later. Okay? Come on. Thank you. And with our whatever logs are remaining, we're going to make another storage container. So yeah, we're going to make one. I eventually want to line the back wall of these with, I made 2. Okay, well, probably what was going to happen anyway. What I was going to want anyway. Okay, so I'm going to grab that, leave that there, take you, put that on the hotbar, put that down here, tab. Oh, and keep in mind, we probably won't be on this planet very long. I have no intention of being on here a very long time. Okay, now we're having issues with it not wanting to put where I want to put it. So, there is something you can do with this. Or, you can just do that. And now that you have that, yeah, that furnace is screwing with it. So, I'm just gonna, I'm just gonna wrap it around the, you know what? Maybe I'm not gonna wrap it around. Maybe I'm just gonna go like that. That'll work. It looks a little funky, but, you know, you don't need to have an insane amount of, you know, everything going everywhere. So, alright, so this is going to be for building blocks. Bottom. This one's going to be for scrap and scrap and wood. And then this is going to be for building materials. Okay, so what do we need now? And or we'll just go straight, and I think the crafting bench actually has... It does not, okay. Then we're going to leave that into there, so we don't hold it, we're not holding on to it. Now we need iron and silver, right? Oh yeah, so we need to go get iron and silver. We're going to stock up on as much iron and silver as we possibly can go. And now we can go actually go down to the cliff. I do not see silver down there though, so we are not going to go there right away. I believe the silver is the blue. So where's the closest blue? The best blue to go to? I guess we're going down below. Ooh, surface. Nice. And off. One. And you are correct? Okay, and you are surface. Okay, cool. No! Wait, is this cobalt or silver? Oh, no, it actually is cobalt. Crap. That sucks for me. Well, at least we got a cobalt. That wasn't really what I was trying to do, but... Cobalt, Fe, C, copper, gold. We might just not have much. Fe, cobalt. I've actually not had to search for silver this much. This is very uncommon. I've never had to search for silver like this in any of my playthroughs. But there's an insane amount of gold. There's a lot more gold than normal. Coal. I'm gonna go up towards the mountain. I have a feeling there's probably some more up there. Cobalt. There's a lot more cobalt than there normally is. Normally cobalt's extremely scarce. AG. Okay, thank goodness. Guess going to the mountain was the right choice. And that is a massive deposit of that too. Anyway. Alright. And luckily, since it's on it's a incline, I can just go like this. I don't have to worry about getting out as much. And I can just get on my hoverboard to get out. But you know what? I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to get as much of this as I can, and I'm going to show y'all what I mean. We're going to take as much of this as we can carry. Because making as little trips to silver is going to be a good thing so this can just constantly respawn. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Playing some Starship EVO. If you wanted me to catch up, I've basically been going through like the walkthrough, explaining it and all that jazz since there's not many people streaming this. Yeah, it's giving me a lot of rock right now. But right now we're getting silver, trying to work towards the assembler and arc furnace. Yeah. Hopefully we can get to space this episode, or at least like get to hydrogen, starting getting the stuff for like hydrogen, and we should absolutely have wind turbines by then. So yeah. I haven't figured out third person. It's been a bit of a pain in the bum. There is a third person. I just don't know how to get it to work. So hopefully I can figure that out soon, so y'all can see the character outside of when I respawn. And there is going to be space battles eventually, so I believe it's supposed to be. So back to the broken down ship, which is where my base is. 26 silver is good. I'm getting more. I'm gonna keep getting more rock than I am silver from that. So, yeah. It's fun. I wasn't even trying to do that, but I'll take it. A little action for y'all. Action Jackson. And we're back to my ramshamble of a starter base. Okay, so copper is done. Take that out. Silver in. Let it work on that. We are going to put stone into the scrap. Scrap and block building 1. No, we are not. Never mind. That is taking up too much room. Stone is going to go into... No. Hold on. Should I just toss it? It'll just stay. Yeah, I don't need to hold the stone. That's fine. Okay, so... I'm going to put copper into this because I don't really have another place for it right now other than in the thing. Cobalt, I can't do that yet because I need the furnace. We're going to go get some iron while the silver is smelting. Closest iron node. I think it's going to be down there. It is. Okay. Space. Whoa. Hold on. Did it just... Atmospheric copper? There is not atmospheric copper and silver there. No wonder why I didn't have silver close. It incorrectly spawned. That sucks. Alright, so anyway, iron's down there. Get our hoverboard out. Press forward on the thing to get there quicker. This was the coal, correct? Yes, it was. Ooh. Ooh, that's a nice place to have it. Let's get out of this. Because this means we can actually work into the stone. And while we work the side of the stone, while we get a bunch of stone we're going to be throwing away, we can also manipulate it to where we're going to have an easier way to get out because some of it's going to be crawling up it like that. So, see? And now I'm going to toss this out because I would rather have my inventory be completely full with iron. Because the less trips I have to go back and forth, the better. Now we have to go like this. It's still going to give you a crap ton of a metric hecton, if you will, of stone. But hey, come on. Come on. Stone's great and all. Straight path for a bit. Turn. Straight path for a bit. Alright. Do it in a way that continues to benefit you and doesn't work the way the land from taking off mineable, harvestable areas, harvestable pathing. That's going to be harvestable pathing. That's, you might as well do that anyway, so we can get to this one easier. That's there. Alright, we got 33. And the 30 rocks are taking up the rest of our inventory. We're going to toss those rocks out. And we're going to keep going. I do not want to have to come back to this iron almost at all. It's not a bit far, and yeah. Thank you for the subscription. I didn't even have to say make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and follow. If you're on Twitter, it helps the algorithm. Helps the algorithm tell the algorithm you like what you see and you want to see more. I didn't even have to say that. Thank you, ZipFan, for subscribing. It looks like that down there is close to depleting. Overloaded? Okay. Thank goodness. There's a apparently there's a hoverboard visibility glitch. So watch. Even I'm off of it, but it's still there. It's crazy. Anywho. Drop that. I'm still overloaded. 45, I guess, is good then. By the way, the hoverboard will cancel out your weight issues, so I recommend you keep your hoverboard on you at all times. By the way, this game is on Steam. Go check it out. Give the guy some love, and go get the game. I'm not sure how free it is, but I know it's at least $25 or cheaper. Don't count me on. Don't expect that to be 100% right. I could be very wrong. I'm no expert, but I'm probably right. Again, I have no idea. Don't take my word for it. Look it up yourself. But you know, I still need some iron to make that. I need iron to make that. My copper spools are in the container already, so I'm going to put my ore away for now. So while that's cooking, well, that's silver. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch silver for iron, and I'll just when I get halfway through that iron, I'm going to switch that back over. Okay, so we are now low on we now are free on inventory space. I'm gonna start harvesting these trees, just so we don't have to worry about wood later. And so when we make our ship, I can actually be a little bit decorative, you know? We also, my ship might actually just be a hovering flying thing, not an actual spaceship yet, because I would love to have a mining one that can take down trees and the ores, so we no longer have to use the hoverboard. And I might just turn that into like a spaceship afterwards. Or I might just, I don't know, leave it here. I don't know, we'll see. Or harvest its resources or whatever, we'll see. And yes, right now we're harvesting on the hoverboard, which is a nice thing to be able to do. That's a good amount of wood. It's not an insane amount, so let's keep going. That's like 28. That's 27. Okay, so that is 31. Let's get it to where we have 31. Let's get it to where we have like 45 or 50. That's 36. Okay, so that's 40 exactly. That's 44. I'll do the smaller outcropping first. Alright. Almost at 50. 2 away from 50. We're probably going to go a little over 50. We are 52. We have 52 wood overall. Wood logs overall. Now, where? Oh, there you are. Okay. Alright. How are you doing? 9 iron. That's a great start, but keep going. Okay, so iron. You in here. I could start making the stuff, but actually, you know what? I probably should. So iron, you. I'm gonna turn all of these into these bad boys. So I've got 4 for that, but I'm going to need a bunch of those too. So and if we're being completely honest, I probably should build out the wind turbines before I build out the assembler, so that we have enough energy not just for the assembler, but also for the arc furnace, or furnaces, if you will. We'll still use this, the normal furnace, for like the early ores, which is copper, silver, and iron, which is really interesting that those are the early ones, but oh well. Anywho, so I've got 18 construction components. We are going to put the construction components in here. If it'll let us put it all in there, it will not. Okay. We are going to move the ores then. We're going to keep the ores in the actual furnace itself then, because I don't really have a better place. So y'all go back in here, because it will actually carry you, hold you. Oh, great. I might have to... That's not good. I think I might actually have to have a container for each resource. Each, like, thing like that. Because that's as much as I can carry in there. That sucks for me. Okay. So, it looks like we are putting these in other ones. Okay. We have the logs, so if I have to expand, I will. I just don't want to. Oh, my God. Oh, man. These are heavy. Move you out. You in. Oh boy. Okay, I guess we will be making more containers, because I don't really want to have to constantly do stuff like that. Can I put you in here and leave that like that? Okay, that works for now. It won't. That won't work with these long term, because the scrap is going to be. There's going to be a lot of scrap because I'm not the best at turning those and not turning those, getting those done right away, especially on stream. Mostly only on stream. Hello? 2, 3. Okay. Tab, grab, and go. Ha ha ha. Alright, so... Can you work properly? Man, I guess not. At least you're gonna work with me. I guess. Okay, so we have y'all in there, you in there. I'm actually going to separate these since I have more than one type of wood, which is annoying that I have to do it that way. But hey, all right. So that goes in there. That's what's going to go in here. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Alright, situation handled. Let's get back to the game. Alright. Here we go. Tab you. Cover spools. Go on you. Just because until I can figure out a better way to do all this. Okay, so there might not be one right now, honestly. Anywho, got some iron. That back to silver, so at least my ores will be balanced. Now I'm going to go into here. I have all 3. I have enough of all 3 to actually start doing stuff. We are going to aim for the wind turbines first, and we are probably going to go for 4 of them. So let me make as many of these as I can do logically without it being a waste. Alright, 5 isn't much, but we're going to start with 5. We're going to need way more than that. So I believe the copper was in here. Grab the copper. And then the big chunky construction comps are in there. Grab you. And we're going to come in here. And we're going to craft these until I run out of the silver meshes. So we're going to get 5 out of this. Which probably won't be enough, if I'm being completely honest. And I'll show y'all why. And I still need more construction comps. Okay, looks like we're making more construction comps. Okay. Make you again. One more of you. Okay, so now we got 5 of you. Tab. You. Move you back. Move these guys down. Down. Switch you to this. Then we're going to put this up here, if I can get up there. Okay, I'm going to figure some way up this. A real quick way up this. So onto this, which I'm surprised it doesn't burn you. Get on the hoverboard. Don't fall off. Stop. P. There we go. Thank goodness for the hoverboard, y'all. So you. Oh, I did that wrong. Okay. Oh, it's going to give me scrap. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to do more. Can I place them on top of these now that I've done that? Okay, well. I really only want to have, I'm really trying to have a max of 2 towers. Okay, well, looks like that's not how that's going to work. Okay, so, for me this time, apparently. So, instead, we are going to have to put it here, which is going to look horrible. That is what I was trying to do in the first place. And that being there is an issue because the smoke is going to hit it. So, I guess I was wrong there. But I'm not sure if this is going to make it turn it into scrap or if it's going to break everything and not give me anything back. Great. I just lost everything in those containers and the container themselves. Okay, well. Oh, because it treats it like it's scrap. Oh, that sucks so hard. Okay, well, at least we have this. Did I take out all my ores and put them in the containers? No, I had them in here. Thank freaking goodness. Alright, so we're kind of screwed ourselves there, but could have been way worse. What do we have remaining? That's pretty horrible, but it is what it is. Worse things can happen, so that could have been way worse. Okay, so we got our turbine. Now it's time to build this puppy. So, 1, 2. But now, because now we actually have to be scarce with our resources, which is not what I was planning. 1, 2. Now we need we need a bunch of plates. And we need more copper spools. So we need to pull out the wood. Either one, doesn't matter which right now. You. Let's go down. You. Oh, no, not that. I was about to press the wrong thing. Thank goodness it didn't take. Now we have enough of you. Now we're going to go grab our... Grab that. Get this all into my main spool so I can see it all. It's not going to change how much weight I actually have, but... on me, but... Okay, that's what it is. Now we're going to go create the assembler. And I'll show you all why this is game-changing to have one. And why it's so important. Not just because of the story. You need one to build the ship stuff and everything. Alright, so y'all see we got this here, right? Because I spaced this out right, we can actually have this here. And have it directly pull power directly. Two. 3. Adds 2,000. Adds 1,000. That only adds 500. You see the advantage? That's just part 1. power cells for your ship. Other type of components that you will absolutely be needing. Other things like computers. You need silicon for that. Let's see here. Graviton ring. I'm not sure 100% what that is. I haven't been learned about that. Power cell base. You need to put that on your ship to use your ship. Reactor. Takes hydrogen, converts it, generates electrical power for your power cells. So you don't have to come down to the planet and just constantly use wind energy. So we will be probably using a med bay for your ship, because eventually I will not be coming back here. Maybe for the hydrogen if I have to, but I want to get independent, and then life support. You need that on the ship. So there's a bunch of stuff that you just absolutely have to do it. Turret computer, mech computer, hovercraft computer, spaceship computer. So you can, once you're done using it as a hovercraft, take off the hovercraft computer, put on the spaceship computer. But I think it will turn into scrap, so you got to be very careful. There's the yoke, and there's a joystick. Yoke is better. Always try to do the yoke. The yoke is way better, to my knowledge. Anyway, that controls the position of a mechanism's position, so it can get technical, but you don't have to be technical. So arc furnace, that is our next thing. We need four silver contact mesh, 40 plate. Yeah, so we got that, got the plate. So now we need copper spool. Four copper spool. 2, 3, 4. Put the copper in there. And that'll auto build. Input. Cop there. Alright, so that should be building. I don't know what's going on. Not going to worry about that just yet. Copper. Oh, I need wood. Okay, that's why it's not building. Okay, wood. So now it'll start building those. And the other things we need for the arc furnace, that's crucible. We have one of those. There you are. Okay, we need 40 plates, four silver contact mesh. Four silver contact mesh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you might be wondering what's going on. Well, you need iron. I'm sure y'all have already seen that before. One takes 2 silver, so we will need to go get more silver, or smelt the rest of what we have. See? So we only got 2 out of that. So we have iron, we have cobalt, and we have 3 left, and 8 left over silver. We're gonna put that back to cook, and we're gonna need more coal soon. But only for the arc furnace, so we might not actually have to worry about that soon, which is going to be so nice. So we have that. Now we're going to have to go get more iron. Well, that's working on it. So that is that. That's that. That's working on it. So right while we wait, we will go get more. While we wait for that to work through the rest of the ore there, we are going to go grab some more coal. Go to the usual spot. Pass it. What's that blob? Oh, that's okay. That's the paint that I'm painting. Okay, that's cool. V close here. It's too small. I'm not gonna worry myself, but waste my time with that. Okay, so V coal. That looks like that's a good node. It's not far away enough to not want to do it. And it's actually pretty close. Actually, I'm gonna stay on show y'all mining while being on this. Show y'all why it's so beneficial. I really don't have to move much at all, y'all see? I don't have to worry about going down as I mine. it'll keep me up at the highest possible point it can keep me, which I like. Unless I mine almost directly underneath me, or it mines directly underneath me. So, then I can't really do much about that. Back over here. I'm actually contemplating completely mining this out. I don't want to have to worry about coal ever again. I mean, it's really only used for the beginning furnace, so we might really not need to use it for anything else. So we might want to not get every last bit of this. It's not like this is a multiplayer, so it's not like it matters, though, so we'll see. Why does it look like there's coal there, then? Why did you trick me into that? Craziness. Anyway. There we go, there we go. Mines. So those, if you mine on those, that's usually where you have a higher ratio chance, have a higher chance for the better ratio. That doesn't mean you're going to automatically get the coal. There's still a pretty good chance you won't. But it's better to try those areas than not. I just don't really put my eggs into those baskets. I'm not much of a... I don't like putting it up to chance. I'm just going to do the work that I have to do regardless. I don't know if it's going to save me time or lose me time, but I don't like to gamble, you know? It's not my favorite thing in the world, so I'm not going to even think about that. Think about the concept of gambling on that, so. Dilay, that's the other one. You can move while dropping rocks with this. Because the hoverboard lists without effort. So, yeah. Alright. Let's see how much we can go before we are overflowed. By the way, once we get the arc furnace out of the way, we are absolutely doing the highest level of storage we can grab. So I don't have to constantly... So I can just take massive loads of stuff. There we go, that's one. There's another one. There's another one. There we go, come on now. More. Thank you. 101%. See, it drops as we go. Cool, huh? Not completely full, but full enough for me to head back. Those rocks do take up so much room. Which they didn't, but it is what it is. Okay, so you. Pop you in, so I can always just keep using you if I need to. Grab that. Pop you into here. And you there. Gonna complete that final one, and then we're gonna make our arc furnace. And arc furnace. We have all the parts. It's gonna find the parts we need. We only need more plates. That's all we need. And to do that, we're just gonna go in here. We're gonna go into the crafting thing. We're gonna pull out our crappy scrap. And we're gonna turn the rest of those into plates because I don't want to have to keep worrying about it. I wish there was like a make 30 thing or something. You know, that would be nice. You can just make them in bulk like that, so you don't have to just hold your mouse on that and just keep holding perfectly without moving at all. Kind of finicky, but whatever. And I'm gonna need to make most of this, by the way. Because we had like, what, 14 or something? So I'm gonna make 30 just to be safe. Then I'm gonna come back and make the rest of those after I'm done doing this. Okay, so you need to be in there because I have 30 plate. Yeah. Oh, I just pulled it. Okay, well, pulled it out of my inventory. That's kind of nice. I didn't know it could do that. Pretty cool. I'm gonna make the rest. Oh, no. Got enough of that. It's this, you, and you. And I'm gonna put Grandma back over here. It automatically will pull it. Will pull what it needs out of my inventory. And now I have an arc furnace. Now, or no, I do not have an arc furnace, and I think I might have just canceled. So I need 2 more plate. And I do not have 2 more plate. And I need scrap. Well, I'm glad I didn't harvest this completely. Well, and build a massive super base, and then just not have the scrap I need. I'll do this little section in. Good. I say that, but then I realize how much is actually a part of this. I'm like, let's do this, and maybe the part that's behind it. I think give me those parts. Didn't give me anything. Okay, that's good. I don't really want to do harvesting that. That's a lot of work. Eventually, we will scrap that completely because we will absolutely need that for the blocks to build our ship. Now, I will tell you, we probably won't be building something that big first. Well, it might be big, similar, but it probably won't be as wide because that actually is really wide if I'd actually go over it and show y'all. Okay, so I'm just going to let it build what it needs for the plates. I think it can do plates, so like that. So yeah, it's going to build the remainder of the plates it needs. It's going to build 2 more than it needs to build. And then it's just going to build this with the parts that are remaining. Pretty nice, huh? You don't have to go build it yourself. It builds it for you. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, if you ask me. So that's going to build that. I'm going to put these into there. So I always have the stuff ready. So I think from now on, I'm going to hold all my resources in here. And just like overflow or stuff that I just know I won't be using. And the same amount of, I'll put into those. Or I'll just put those onto break those and eventually put them on the ship. This is the other thing. Look how big this is. Now, I did this last time on my test because it was the best place for it that didn't intervene too much with the current builds, which I don't think matters, but... And this uses energy. So let me show y'all why it's a pain in the bum. So we had cobalt somewhere. Where are you? There you are. So we might not, like this, we're going to use this for the resources that we don't need to don't have to do in this. And the ones that we have to, we're only going to put in this. So let me show you. It uses energy. It uses the wind turbine. Now, it's not building anything, but this might not be able to run both that and that. For right now, it's working good, but we also probably have very good wind. So yeah. And now it's shooting oxygen like it's going up, but it's going that way. So it's pretty interesting. It wasn't made by one person. So this was all made by one person. One guy made all of this. So keep that in mind. Like this isn't, a studio, AAA studio, or an actual studio. It's a one-man show, completely and entirely. And he built all of this. I think it's pretty impressive. Okay, so next, I think, personally, we don't have the, I would like to start expanding my storage first. So I'm going to say, we don't have sunstone. I think you get that from space anyway. So we're going to go grab some gold. Because we pretty much have everything else we need to make it. We're going to make 2 of those, and we're going to get rid of the R's that are like that, or at least put them in storage. Which is really why you have storage. Nowadays. So go into this, take this, that's going to come off, and that's going to come off. You should not be in my inventory. No wonder I was getting full. Very weird. Pardon the snort, I am sick, so it's going to happen. Alright, B, V, go down there, and some cobalt. Not that I'm hurting on cobalt. Oh my, oh me, oh my. Okay, good, I didn't get no fall damage. We're good, because I'm out again. V, cobalt, toss the gold in there. This is actually a pretty decent placement too. I'm still gonna stay on my hoverboard, but I love gold. Gold member. Oh, an old but funny movie by Austin Powers. So good. So funny. So edgy. It probably didn't age very well. All the sexual humor and all those jokes probably didn't age very well, but pretty funny. Pretty funny. not. I don't know. I really want to. The gold's probably something to come back. No, I don't really want to come a million times back for. There also isn't a whole lot of it, so like it's supposed to be a rare resource, not as abundant, I should say. I'm gonna be battling with this stone every time I play this game. It's gonna drive me absolutely crazy. So much stone, yeah. I might end up actually completely mining this out, which does not fit gold's actual like weight. If I mined this out in real life, you absolutely, no matter how much you could carry, you would be weighed out with less, weighed down with less than you would any other ore. It's very heavy mineral, very heavy, yeah, very heavy, very heavy, very heavy. Well, it is a mineral. Because technically, I mean, it's not as much a mineral as iron is. Because iron can actually be eaten. I'm pretty sure gold is actually really toxic. Now again, I'm no expert, so, you know, if I'm wrong, feel free to correct me. But you might mine this out. We're pretty close to it. A little bit of kibbles and bits over here. Over there. There's some here. That's probably it. No, it shows a little more. We'll work straight that way. That could just be a node mark, the node marker just being in the node marker. That could also just not be there. 54 gold is a nice haul, man. Oh. By the way, if you're wondering what that means basically means you're coming up. There's there's gold was there, but it's in such sparse amounts that's why you're not getting any. And you're not successfully mining any, I guess. B. Welcome. Talk. Welcome. I don't have a translator for that language, but you're welcome here. I wish I knew how to speak that language so I could interact with you. Okay, yeah, we've mined out this. This is mined out. It's just not going to treat it like it is. Interesting. Okay, well, back we go. I could pause and go Google Translate it. If it matters, Giga. One second, let me, because I can't even tell your answer if I do Google Translate. If I don't, so hold on. Okay, so oh, that means sleep. I wonder. I wish I knew which letter meant which, so that I could help decipher some of that. But then, even then, if I did that, I would only be able to get certain letters. Okay, so yeah. If you could, Giga, I don't really speak that language. I don't know what it is. I don't want to say it's Russian. I don't want to say it's Ukrainian because I have no idea about anything about those languages. Oh, you're good? Okay, cool. Anyway, welcome, welcome, welcome. Howdy, howdy, howdy. I wish there was a translate feature just naturally built into Twitch, but yeah. But welcome, 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 and howdy, howdy, howdy. Hope you enjoy while you're here. Yeah. Alright. That's gold's cooking. We're gonna go grab some cobalt, so we don't have to grab it later. I'm not sure how much we're gonna need it for some really high up things. I'm pretty sure the hard to get, hard to make things. So we needed that cobalt to cook, and I needed an excuse to do something while we wait, because we're basically completely waiting on that. So that's silver. We could also get resources that we're getting low on too. But I think I should go for the cobalt first. Cobalt. Alright, you two, thank you. Thank you for checking me out. Feel free to have a good rest of your day or evening and all that jazz. Hopefully you enjoyed and are willing to or wanted to like, comment, and subscribe, or will check me out again sometime soon. But yeah. Thank you though. Thank you. Okay. Alright, let's get this cobalt. Okay, come on. We might have to make the mining tool upgrade. To 50. And 50. Oh, I can grab more. Okay, probably, maybe not exactly 25 more reaching 75, but we'll see. I'm not even sure there's enough to actually match, to actually get 75 out of this. We might be lucky to get like 62. That's my guess. My guess is 62, 64. What's y'all's? We're getting a straight cobalt now, boys. That's nice to not get a bunch of rocks. That's really refreshing. As soon as I said that. Looks like I might be right. My 64 might be closer, though. I hope it is. Looks like 60. Looks like it more than 64. So. Oh, way more. Okay, well, dang rock. Nothing. Nothing. Rock. All right. 65. 66. Looks like I got 66, guys. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, because now I just have the ghost ore marker. Okay. Right? Yeah, ghost ore marker. Like, I could go in there more just to be safe, to show y'all, to give it to 100% that we know it's gone. Yeah, okay, so that's a ghost ore marker. I'm just gonna keep putting it further, even though there's nothing there. So, just under, and I have 67. So you could probably do 68 straight up with nothing else in your inventory, with those two inventory, those two smaller, the two crappier inventory upgrade thingies. So I'm over here. And P. There we go. Still working on the gold. I'm going to switch it to cobalt though, just because I would like to have a little bit closer to even on those, even though gold's probably a little more important right now. And so, gold we can actually use. Cobalt's not really the most important exactly at this exact moment. Okay, so we are going to pull, try to make 2 of these. Keyword try. I do not think we have the parts for them though. Yeah, we're gonna need more silver. We got 1. We're about to have 2. We're about to do it, boys. We're about to have it. Or not. Oh, it's making both plate. Oh, it's making both of these. Okay, we won't. We'll only have room for. We'll only be able to make. We'll only be able to make 1. If we're lucky. How much do these cost? How many plates? 2 plates? We have 1 plate in there. Oh, but it made it anyway. Okay, cool. So we can replace 1. We are going to need to go get more silver. So, or hold on, we have anything in here? No. Okay, we're gonna have to go get more silver, y'all. Alright, so that. Watch it go. Okay, so here's what we had before. Here's what we have now. Pretty big difference. It's about to get better. As soon as we go get the other silver, it's about to go get better. Alright, this is acting like it's still working. Yeah, no, so we're gonna make another one of these, and then we are going to get either the jetpack or let's not do the jetpack. Let's get another one of those, and then let's start building up our other base, our hydrogen harvesting. We're going to leave this over here. This is going to be for like assembling and smelting. The other one's going to be for energy and everything else. Pretty much. Except for shipbuilding, because that would technically be over here too. I don't know if there's wires where we can connect stuff. But I'm going to go get that silver, y'all. Yeah, I hope y'all are enjoying. Okay, so V, find the closest silver. Got cobalt there, copper there. AU. Gold. I got really lucky with stuff spawning in the air with nothing to spawn into. That really sucks because there's supposed to be a lot of AG. See, silver, but it's all spawning in the air. So I have to go all the way up the mountain for my silver. I'm pretty sure. So that sucks. I can't remember which one it was. We're gonna go this one first. What's this? Why is it not showing up on my inventory, on my thing? That's strange. I think maybe it's because it was one and I depleted it. I don't know. I think it was this one. Yeah, it was. Okay, there you are. Or this is a different one. No. No. It's smaller than small, so yeah, I mined this one. I don't think I mined it out, though. Gosh. I hate those big rocks. They take up so much room. Please let something be left through this. Alright, hold on. Let me dump this rock. And what? Okay, so I believe this will roll. Come on! Oh, I wanted to see it roll. Oh. I know the smaller ones will. Okay, please, please, please. I might be going too farther away, too far away. So this is exactly above right here. Okay. So. I know I said not to do this, but... Okay, got a little momentum. We're good. Oh, it's behind us. Okay. Let me do this. Let me do this way. Because now we're at ground level. We can just back out here. So... Come on, get out of there. Come on. That's gonna be too deep. Let's just go. Let's just stop wasting our time with that one. Thought I saw. Okay, there you go. I don't know why it's spawning it in the air. That's a bad. Okay, yeah, this is the one. Okay. There you are. There's the one we were working earlier. I was wondering. I was like, I have a feeling we have a surface. Where'd it go? Okay. Get the wall parts down a bit. Ooh, that last one was most... I did not think that those were all nice. Only one of those was stones down there was actually a stone. 3 of those were actually silver. That's nice. I thought one of them was going to be silver. Lucky me. Just going to go straight. I don't normally do this with silver. Let's see how well it pays off for me. Hi-ho, silver, away! The ratio of going straight is pretty good, but I'm glad I moved. I'm gonna at least go for 25, if not 30. I mean, I have the inventory to completely fill up if I wanted to it, but I don't know how much y'all want to watch me mine silver, mine ores all day. I think y'all want progress, so. And action. By the way, feel free to chime in on anything if y'all want to. You know, we have a chat for a reason, so feel free to chat. I like talking. And I wouldn't mind talking with somebody, you know? And keep in mind, we're probably going to be doing this weekly, so... I hope this does good. Will continue to do good, because I like this game. Okay. Ooh, 30. Ooh. And I could keep going if I want to. I think this is going to be our main silver vein for a while, since most of it's up in the air and didn't spawn properly, which is annoying. But hey, I'm going to deal with the hand I was dealt, you know? Wait, we need iron too, right? Okay, we're going to stop, get some iron. We're going to fill the rest of this up with iron. I'm going to end up with iron. And I believe there should be some good iron on the way. Woohoo! Yeehaw! Like I said, but I think that's pretty far in the ground. I really like surface iron the most. Surface any ore is really easy. It's like the easiest to get to. Copper, iron's here. It's pretty deep though, and I'm not a fan of deep. So we're gonna have to take some time and dig, baby, dig, because it'll be a minute. Am I close enough? No. Good amount of meters down. That's a good amount of meters down. I'm just gonna go find it. Go to a surface one. What's with all the semi-deep ones? I don't have to waste my time with semi-deep. Come on now. Okay, so I see a FE over here. It's a tiny little molecule of amount, but it's a surface, so we're gonna take it. It's also acting like it's not there, so hold on. Even though I can literally see it right in front of me. Like, it's right here. It's over here, but the map's putting it there. So that's really strange. It starts here, and it's giving me up here, but it's acting like the biggest part of the node is there. So, I don't know. What I've been noticing is, if it's one like this, you want to work your way from the farthest point in, so that you get all the ore that's like, all of the ore, you don't like lose it just because you waited too long to get the farthest away pieces. Which I think is how they're doing it, which would be really strange. But I could be very wrong about that though. I mean, it's a brand new game. I don't, not many people know. Most people are just guessing. Most people are just trying to find their way through it. But it is a beautiful game. I'm one of the few people that are actually even playing this. So, Splitsy, the space engineer, big time space engineer guy, he's played it a little. I think he's done like one episode, maybe two. His did decent, so you know. But he's known for space engineers, so his space engineer stuff is probably always going to do better than anything else he does. So he's kind of stuck to space engineers. I'm not, so I can go play space engineers one day, but then in the next I can go play Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 or New Vegas. Speaking of New Vegas, my collaboration stream playing New Vegas is still happening, and the big day for it is Saturday this week. So feel free, Saturday at 1 p.m. So feel free to mark your calendars and feel free to join in. I'm just going to deplete this iron deposit. I'm going to try it. Well, I'm going to try. I might not get all of it, but... I think I depleted it. Never mind. I already depleted. I guess I did deplete it. Okay, well, learn something new every day. Okay, so ship is here. So base will be here. You have some iron and some silver too. Okay. You need plates. Plates are made from, not from iron, but I wanted to get iron anyway, because iron and silver anyway, because we don't have any silver anymore. So scrap. I have scrap. So what's? Oh, that silver's for that. Okay, I guess we're doing silver first then. Crazy me. Put the wrong one in. We have enough plates, so we just need this one more silver contact mesh. Oh, that's why we did iron. Okay, well, we have enough iron. I'm still glad I got a bunch, but yeah. We may only do 2 hours because I'm still recovering from it, but most likely we will not be. Oh, you can make plates from iron. Oh, cool. We won't be, though, that's for sure. We have a whole ship back there. There's no reason for me to waste iron on that. I think we need at least 2 to make 1. Yeah, pretty sure. Yep. 1. Oh, thank you. Okay. We got our second one cooking up. Next, we will... It's a collector. Did it make it, or... Did it glitch again? Or did it screw up again? It screwed up again. Okay, and we are Scrooged on the silver. Something happened on the silver. That is extremely annoying. Okay, please work this time. Please don't just glitch out. Just not make it. Okay, what are you waiting for? Thank you. Now. What are you... I was about to say, what are you waiting for? Alright. And we're going to tab. Swap view. Alright, so here's what it was before. I'm gonna do this properly. Here's what we started with. Without the hoverboard, obviously. Here's the other one. Here's what we started with. Here's what we had for a hot second before we got the second one. Here's what we had for a decent while. We just had this for a quick second. And this is what we have now. So we started with this, went to this, now we have this. All that work got us from nothing to a hoverboard and almost 3,000 liters of storage from 700. That's a pretty good start if you ask me. Okay, so we are going to go and grab. We're gonna get some hole stuff. Hold on. Get our holes. Get our starter block. These back in here. Need these. And we're gonna go build our hydrogen farm. Again, I wanted to be closer, but we didn't crash very far or close to water, so. Now, maybe a multi-tool actually lets you pick up parts, so maybe we should go use that. Make one. So maybe we'll make a multi-tool and see if that's what that does. Yeah. This looks like a good inlet. Okay. You don't need these to be big, by the way. They might want you to, but or act like you need to if you don't. Here, so you see this? That's how high the water's coming up. The fully blue is where the water's going to be perfect. So, I'm thinking here. Then we're going to go actually hold on. Why are you wanting to build one down? I do not want you to build one down. Fine, we'll do one block at a time. Okay. We have big platform. This is gonna be like our like if we could if we actually can move everything down, I would love to actually prefer to actually move down here because I actually want this. I want to build. I want to actually a decent base. And this is what this is hopefully what I kind of want to be. I did this wrong because now I can't go down one unless I go like that. So there. Now I have a pit platform, whatever there. By the way, we are going to go out again. Go out more. I want to get to as close to this water as I can without actually being like we can get a good amount in, get the resource thing as much into the water as we can get it. Alright, and now I should take you off. See what I'm doing? It's going to be a bit in the, some of it's going to be a bit in the water, but I mean, it is what it is. What are you going to do, you know? Okay, how much did I go off from this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So I went out by 15. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now, will it let me? No. Okay, this is how you do it. Here's how you do it. Speaking of which, that one needs to be moved. Doing this wrong. Alright, so here, down, 30. So this is how much we need to go. And you're going to take here. I'm going to bring this as far as it'll let me, which is not far at all, sadly. I'm going to have to go get more blocks, I think. Anyway, this out. And I'm out of blocks. So now, we got a good start on it, but we're going to have to go fill that up. I am absolutely going to need the whole thing. Yeah, so E. It's a big burgeoning rock. We're so far away. There you are. Big burgeoning rock. I just couldn't tell because we were so far away from it that it looked like it was a part of the land. Whoop. Whoop, whoop. Okay. How are we on resources and orders? 62 cobalt, y'all. 62 cobalt. Aren't y'all glad we... No! What do you... Stop that nonsense. That's not what I wanted to do. Aren't y'all, like I was trying to say, aren't y'all glad I, did that, like I did that, so we don't have to go back. We might not have to go back for cobalt for a very long time, because we aren't at the point of where we need cobalt. So I just saved us a bunch of time. Woohoo in the future, so that's nice. Okay, so we need more blocks, which I'm not going to do it that way, because this is going to be better to do it, because I think I have scrap in here. No, I'm not in here. Scrap in here? No, I do not. Okay. Let's mine a massive amount out of this. Keep in mind, we are not building a windowed base. We are just simply building a platform. So nice scrap there. Scrap. Nice scrap. A little more. There we go. Start from the top, if I can get to the top here. There we go. I've actually never been on the top of this, so never been on top of the starter, the scrappable starter. This would be good to pick these parts out. So maybe I should get the multi-tool, if it'll let me get that. Also, I'm probably going to mine this with the intention of another way to get up here, because that's kind of is a dodgy way to get up there. Oh, that might be a good way up here. That's not part? Weird. Obviously, this game's still trying to figure out a lot of stuff on how to do certain things, so... 33 is nice. I've got a good amount to get from that. All this area. You. A lot of times it'll combine a bunch of little parts into the same little thing, even if they are completely separate. Or just won't give you parts at all. So it's kind of like a, you know, interesting situation. Anyway, so guns, I'm not gonna, no system link, so those still work. Meaning I shouldn't break those, try not to break those down. Because I don't want to, if that's something that I could just hard pick up with a certain thing, then, and they still actually will work, then I might as well just not, and just take what I can. See? Laser weapon. Laser weapon. So I'm going to hold on to those. This, no system linked. I don't know what on earth it is, but no system linked. It also looks pretty dang damaged, but, yeah. No system linked. It's a massive thruster. I'd rather get the parts from it than a bunch of scrap. So I'm going to wait and see if that multi-tool does actually take those down. And if it's more like that, which would make it more like, make this game much more like, what is it called? Not Space Engineers, but Imperial Galactic Survival with the multi-tool, which would be really nice, if I'm being completely honest, because that's something that Space Engineers kind of lacks. They solve it in another way, but teach their own. Almost at the 2-hour mark. I am kind of tired, but I'm good. So I'm gonna keep going. Have we gotten a work request? So yeah. Actually, I have stuff to put in this now. A decorative little stone at the base. Not that we don't have a ton already, but back to the hydrogen base, y'all. Woohoo! Yeah, that's so much fun. Every time I'm like, woohoo! Oh my. Oh my. Speaking of oh my. Woohoo! Yeehaw, baby. Yeehaw. Okay, now to ride the coastline and figure out where in the world we put it. Okay, where in the world is Carmen San Diego? More like where in the world is my base Diego? Hiya. Off that. Jump up on. Tab. Put you in that slot. Then I'm going to grab you like this. And I'm going to build this. Oh boy, this might be too far in. Oh well. A few more blocks. 1, 2. Almost there. I think that's the only one I needed to do properly. So we're going to go like this. I really hope I got enough. It's interesting because it doesn't look like it's going to let me do it in one. Okay. Now. Okay, I was right. That is right. Okay, cool. Down. Until it's in the ground. So it looks official. And I think I'm going to need more blocks. Well. I'm going to do this until it gets red. I didn't use a full block for that. Never mind. I guess I have enough. Okay. So we have our harvest. We have our hydrogen harvesting platform. The water will come up. So it is on high tide. The water will come up. Okay. So I've never gotten to this point before, y'all. Never. So this is all completely uncharted for me. Uncharted territory. In the meantime, I'm going to build a little stairwell. Just because I like the concept of a stairwell. Hey, let me go down one. I will not, absolutely refuse to let you for you to make me, come on. Okay. Here's how we're gonna do this. Come on. Come on, little guy. Thank you. So finicky. Aw, a cute little stairwell. Now, we can make it a little bit more refined. Again, if it'll let me. Put it down one. Piece of crap. It's not letting me. There we go. Is that up? Is it trying to put that up instead of... Yeah, it is. Ugh. Nice, huh? Sage likes to build, so. That's a bit steep. Well, something for him to improve someday. Anyway, let's try this with the running speed. It bounces me a little, but that's fine. Little start of a door frame, which we'll never use. Little corners here and there. You know what? Screw it. Let's make this this planet's permanent base. Leaving that back part open, and this one open too, just in case we want to do something else. All right, we have our platform with the actual corners and wall potential for walls eventually. Now I probably won't, because that's a lot of waste. When we could be built using that excess for what's it called? I don't remember what that's called. Use that for a ship. Yeah. The big extension of the cliff right there, mountain cliff thingy, the thingy there. Massive hill, if you will. Hoverboard thing is really strange issue. Glitch. Oh well. Not a big deal to me. Silver. Iron, copper, iron. Silver, gold, cobalt, in exact order of commonality to rare to what's rare, from least rare and most common and most used to least common and most rare, or whatever you want to call that. Okay, so plate, glass plate. Now I need to figure out how to get glass plate, how to make glass plate, and what to make it from. Glass plate, silicate ingot. Okay, I need to figure out. I've never done that before, so bear with me while I look up how you make silicon ingot. Spaceship, computer, yoke, tilt link, steer. What about glass? Craziness. Hovercraft. I guess it's going to tell me to do a hovercraft. Y'all going to tell me how to do glass? Backpack and helmet, thank you. The helmet. You need to tell me how to get glass. Like what? it would tell me how to make glass. I didn't see a separate ore for it. Crystal? Is it crystal? I think it might be crystal. I think crystal might be for that. Well, time to harvest crystals. Yep. Every crystal we see for miles. I don't want to have to worry about silver. And we also will do a lot of this later, so it's not the end of the deal, end of the day. But knowing that you have to use crystals and you can't just like use sand and there's not a bunch of sand, that's going to mean that we're going to probably focus on not building the walls of that, even more so than I already was planning on not building the walls of the hydrogen base. Because we're going to need a bunch of these just to build the hydrogen tanks, just for harvesting hydrogen. So, yeah. Okay, so here. I don't know if you can build, make glass out of this. Probably not, but I want to try. See, nope, you can't. Okay. Iron then. We're going to start the iron. I'm both surprised and happy they didn't make a glass furnace. A separate thing for glass. So see, here's the issue. We don't have enough power that it's not going to be always perfectly running. So that means we have to expand on our energy. Meaning we need more of these. Meaning we're going to need more copper. And that might not be enough wood right there. Okay, so we're going to go with 2 more 4 stacks. That's 1 more than I need. And again, energy issues. We're both going to be fighting over power. Until I can get these wind turbines up. So I'm going to need to constantly keep getting more iron and copper, because silver I'm okay on for a good bit. Iron's probably good for a good while too. I mean, kind of, not really, but kind of. I'm not even able to start, doing the next step. I have to make more energy up here. Have more energy up here. I hope I can just do a 4 top and I'll be fine. Let's see. So that's 1 more. But I'm not going to be placing this until I get the other 3. So I can build it up all at once. Okay. While that's cooking, how is the final piece of gold smelting? Taking forever, that's what it's doing. No. Oh, I need rocks for silicon. Well, what's the quartz for? Okay, so guess we have the rocks for a reason, y'all. Guess rocks are what we use for silicon, which is pretty early game. Speaking of which, can I do that rock stone in here? No. Oh well. I mean, that's the harder way to do it, but okay. Yes, we are absolutely cooking all of this. Will it cancel? Yes. Okay, well, we're going to cook that tiny little piece first. No, it needs more than that, doesn't it? Well, we're going to leave you in here just in case we find another exact stone like that. Strange that it's the exact type of stone. Weird. But oh well. Once we have one silicon, we can start moving on to the other stuff for that. But I'll leave those cooking while we work on... we can make a 3-top now. We need 2 more construction components. All right, 1 more. Yeah, okay, so we're going to have it here. Thank goodness. This should make our final one. And we'll have 2 4-tops, which will be okay. It's not the greatest to have only two sets of 2 4-tops, but I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it'll do, but like, I wish we had more, you know? And like, gold's not really that pressing currently, so I'm so gonna have to get used to that. What? I mean, okay. I don't know if that was what I should have done or not, but that used our thing, so hopefully that's going to help. We also could just have really crappy amounts of wind in this area. Maybe it's better by the sea. Speaking of which, so those are only for mining. What is it for removing the actual... Do I have to have the block to remove the block? If so, that's going to very much suck. Meaning I can't harvest those things over there. So, with that said, I think we're going to want to do those. Do like 4 of those. And like a bunch of batteries. We're gonna need one of those, and we're gonna need a good amount of that. We need some pipes. We're gonna need one of those anyway, so might as well make it now so we don't have to make it later. We can make the silicon. See, we have the silicon. We don't have the rocks to make more silicon yet, but it'd be interesting that it kind of looks more like carbon fiber right now, but It's done. We now have a helmet. We can put it on and take it off. Put it on, take it off. Okay. How are you doing with your iron? Good? Good, because we need to move that over. Okay. We have gold ingot. We need more copper. We're out of copper. Okay. K. V. Small amount of copper there. Small amount of copper there. I've mined both of those out. Iron craziness over there. Mined out copper there. Or it's just too small to worry about. Could be some in the mountain up there. But I'm going to make my way back towards base because I think there's a copper deposit right there that we've been to and just haven't mined. Yeah, we're taking this one first. Hold on, I'm going to take the stones back because I know that they can be turned into silicon, so I'm not going to worry about the stones as much anymore. When I get them, I'm going to use them. Turn them into silicon from now on. I did not know they were silicon. Again, I haven't gotten to this point yet before, so you all are now finding this out like I am. So from here, everything else from here on is almost completely blind. Because while I was watching Splitsy's thing, I wasn't really paying attention the whole time, especially to this part. Clap, 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 clap. That's all I hear from that. Another stone that doesn't fit with the others. Fine by me. I just wanted to check and see. You're getting on my nerves being there every time. I'm going to pick you up. If it'll let me. You must have been a massive rock or something. That's gonna be a second only like a second or something anyway, so. Alright. Large stone. No, you can't do large stones. Oh, that sucks for me. Oh, okay. You can take those first then. Can't do quartz. Can you, I hope it can do large stones. Oh, they're too big, okay. Okay, while that's doing those, I'm gonna let that just sit there. Like, do that. You're done. I'm gonna move the copper into there. Iron out of it. Move you into here so I don't have to do it later. You there now. You there. I can't fit it anymore, which is crazy to see. Take you out because you're least important. Put you in. I don't guess I'm not gonna hold you in there. Huh. Okay, well, now you learn something new every day. I might actually just have to start holding on to stuff again, which is going to really suck, but... I forgot big rocks have issues. You there. Put you in there too. And you, so just, okay, well, I guess I'm not going to put you anywhere either. Oh boy. Oh man, okay, that's why. Okay. I guess that's fine. Well. Since I can't cook y'all. Oh, okay, well. Silicon's coming out then. Because this doesn't need silicon. It just needs more copper. It needs like twice that, so that sucks for me. Alright. Well. Oh. They take up last round, so might as well just turn them into this for right now. There you go. And now I think I can actually hold all these in there, so that's nice. Alright. So I need to go get. I need to just keep pulling the copper in and putting it out until I can get. Because I'm kind of bottlenecked now. So thanks to the copper. At least I only have to do this 2 more times after these 2 pieces of copper. That's nice. Here's why I'm gonna have to wonder about 1 more, and then we can finally make that hydrogen puller thing, hydrogen condenser thingy maneuver. Yeah, from now on, I'm not gonna set my first base up by the ship. I'm gonna set it up down by the water, so I don't have to from now on. Oh, okay. Okay. You have 4 gold. You have 12. You have 11 copper spools. I'm waiting for you to make the final one. And you have your 4 construction components. These batteries. You have your copper. You have everything you need, except for wood. If we're out of wood, that's going to be crazy being out of wood. We're out of wood. Wow, I did not think that would happen this time. Okay, well, let's harvest these. already. And we have an electrolyzer. Now, I'll be honest, I don't know what I'm doing with this. I'm gonna have to do some research probably, but I'm gonna get what I can done now. Hovercraft just requires what? So it depends on how we want to do it. Do we want to have the hydrogen up here? Or do we want to have it down there? Build here, move and take the ship and hydrogen stuff down there. So we need a tank. Tanks for nothing. Oh, that's nothing. Okay. Let's build a 5-top. Then we're going to need one of you. We'll build 3 just to be safe. I have no idea what I'm doing. There's 2 different types of tank. Okay, well. That's cheaper. And that requires glass, so. Then we're gonna do some piping. That's probably something we should switch to soon. There's collector. I think there's a laser, like a drill, laser drill. No, I think it's a collector. I think you actually have to get out and up it. Get out. We'll probably get one of those soon. Not right now, but soon. That's probably pretty important. We don't have the Aegis fragments, so we're probably gonna wait. That's probably important. Probably put that on this base. Hover pod, if we actually do build a hover ship, we probably won't. But iron ingot, copper spool. Needing copper, isn't it lovely? Alright, so copper. You might be wondering why I'm doing it this way. I want to actually have as much of everything I need, and I would rather be able to pull what one harvester can do. I want to pull as much as I can at a time, so I'm not having to wait a year for this stuff, for the hydrogen to be ready, you know? I'm not sure y'all would like that anyway, so, yeah. No. No. You're not using that to make plates. You're not using iron to make plates when we have perfectly good scrap I can go grab. Why we have this in the first place. So it looks like I'm gonna have to harvest everything off of this. There wasn't a tool that makes me able to force it off. Unless I go put like a command block on, or whatever it's called on it. Maybe that will do it. But I think that's going to be a hit and miss kind of thing. Oh, I didn't know I had plate on me. Never mind. I take that back. But yeah, maybe I can go and make that a thing by putting one of the thingamahoopers on it. If we can, I'm just going to turn that into our ship. I don't think we can, but I'm going to try. Alright, so how many more did I want of these? 3? Oh, the letter up there. I was like, wait, what? Why can't I see pipe? Oh, by the way, there is a glass pipe too, or iron pipe. This is a pipe, glass pipe, iron pipe, and this is a normal. This is a plate pipe, plate construction component pipe. So we could have just done an iron pipe and been fine, but I don't know. I'm unique. Okay. Oh, 1 makes 4? Okay, no, we're good. Well, too late now. Who are we going to be good on pipes even for our ship? Okay, so we need to do charge pads, some batteries. Five, 10. I don't think we'll have enough to make 10, but that's my long-term goal, so we're going to leave it like that. And now we need to find the old charge pads, which is probably not what they're called. Power. Unit probably isn't what it is. Where you are, power cell base, okay. We're gonna do 4. Oh, that's what, oh, okay, I get it now. No, leave, I guess I can't leave them in there. That sucks for me. Like, I don't have the inventory space, but this wasn't really my plan originally. Oh well. Looks like we're getting these done. Gonna get these done. I didn't know they were just a silver plate. A normal plate. It's kind of nice. But we're using all of our plates for this. This sucks. And this one's gonna use iron, which isn't ideal. Oh no, that's going to the next thing. So it looks like we need to cook some iron. We're literally pretty much out of iron, y'all. How did we end up with an extra? I didn't cook. 11. Oh well. Not like we can scrap it anyway, so. 3 power units. We need so much iron. It's not even funny. Ugh, okay, those take up some good room. Yeah, those take up some room, man. Okay, well, let's do the first thing, and... launch ourselves this way. Yeehaw. Yeehaw! Yep, looks like you have to have the block on you to do it. Okay, okay, so should I just do it tall or should I do it wide? $20 of 20, okay. There's our tank. For right now, there's our tank. Alright. So, we won't be using all of these, just a heads up. F. Water. Doesn't mind. Yeah. U. Then we're going to get a curve if we can. White went to food harvester. I'm not trying to go to the harvester. Okay. So curve, not a 3-way. Curve down. Then we're gonna. So there's a crouch because it sucks. This is gonna absolutely suck. There's a crouch. Can I crouch? I might need to get a jetpack, literally just for this. Yeah, because that's not what I was intending. All right, new plan. One, two, then curve, then oh, okay. This will be easier to do, or it's gonna have its issues too. Anyway, you, because now I can actually. But I'm going to have a pain in the bum getting it on that one. That's the only thing. No matter what I do, I'm going to have a pain in the bum getting it on there. Alright, so I'm going to upsize it. And upsize it. No, that's not it. Okay. So we're going to bring this. G. ISO, creator of the game. I have a few bits of advice for you. Okay, let's go up a size. Then let's go this. 1 out, 1 down, 3 to go. I'm just kidding. So that's not going to be very good, obviously. So much of a hard time doing this. So 5. Gosh, I hate these. This is so much extra nonsense. Okay, so hold on. How are we going to do this? No! It's not what I was wanting. They gotta find a way to make that work better. Okay. So, we're gonna be wasting a lot just because the system doesn't work properly. In my opinion. I think the game needs some refinement. Then we're gonna bring this down, which is R. So yeah, this obviously needs some refinement, y'all. I need to bring it out till I can get underneath it, or till I can at least curve it down. And then get under it again. Can I go down below? No? Okay. It would be really nice to be able to hot cut. Oh man, I can actually get it there. Get up a level. And still harvest? Will it still connect? Probably not. Alright, well, this obviously is a little bit more complicated than I thought it was going to be. So we're going to have to come back and figure this out, because I have no idea what I'm supposed to do, because this isn't filling up leader-wise. But this is now reacting. So I don't really know what the hell is going on here. Because now that's green. So I don't know what's going on. Oh yeah, I forgot about the repair tool. Okay, so let me see what I can do here. 2 repair. Okay. Is it harvesting now? Does this need power to harvest? The harvesters need power. Okay, probably so. Okay, so let's... Five. Four. I think I don't like that being like that, but that might not even harvest anything. I think I'm gonna have to figure this out, because if it's not coming to that one, it won't come up to that one. I think it like actually has to be in the water, so we're gonna have to So I don't want these to be connected. So I'm trying to put these down without... Oh, I only have... Do I not have enough? Is that why it's doing it? I'm going to configure you to water for now. Then I'm going to come up here, change this one's size to the next size down, which is this one. Then I'm going to, and this is just how I'm going to do it until I can figure out a better way, because I have no idea what I'm doing, if I'm being completely honest. That one there. So I guess we're going to have to get more tanks. So this, now I can just put this on here and I can collect water. So, which is kind of better than what, I don't have enough for that one. So it's going to be, I think it's going to be 3 of these. Alright, and now they're green and flashing, but they're not harvesting anything just yet. Alright, so yeah, I'm pretty sure I need a power source. Alright, so I don't really need the pipes, maybe to connect this to that. There we go. Now these are connected. This one will take only hydrogen, and the other one will take... Oh, hold on. I think I even have to... I think to do so, I think I actually have to put... the other thing we have. No. Tab. There you are. Electrolyzer. And this is what changes the things into certain things. So, our... You here. Then I'm going to put another one out here and into another tank eventually. So we can... Oh, does that not connect? Or are they connected? I can't. Let me get behind here so I can... Yes, they are. Okay, cool. Alright, so R. And then down, down. That's the multi-way. Here's a straight. Put that there. I'm going to go turn this one. Alright, we need another tank. And then these are going to go into tiny little things, but we're not other little things to store. Which is a different type of tank for that or something. So right now we're going to need to make more of the tank blocks. I can't believe that wasn't enough. And we need more power making things. We're going to need to either, because since I can't bring stuff down without making the actual block, it means I have to go make those blocks again to go lift them up, which is kind of annoying if we're being honest. I might not have to do it that way. We'll just have to see. Because if I can just move everything down, that would be phenomenal. So we're going to do a little test here. And then I think I'm going to cut the stream here because it's 3 hours. I wasn't originally planning on playing 3 hours. Well, I was thinking, yeah, let's go for a full one. But, man, I keep forgetting how tiring streaming can be sometimes. How sleepy it can make you. You got it. That's one. Now I know why streamers pound G Fuel and all that nonsense, which is about to make their sleep terrible. But because when I do that kind of thing, I get terrible sleep. I don't get any sleep. So I don't know how they do it, man. I really don't. Anywho, that all in there. Now for the test. Can I... Without the block, can I break you down? No. Meaning I have to take a block? Or is there a tool that I can repair, mining, symmetry, anti-grav, connect, copy paste? Is it this? I've never seen anybody use this, so I don't know if it is or not. Yeah, okay, so this is how you get the blocks back. Alright, so we can move our base. We can move our base. We can move everything. Y'all ready? Overloaded. I can't even store anything more. Okay, so Pete. Crazy that we're already moving bases. This is the last thing we're gonna do in the stream, by the way. So, moving down here. I'm gonna use that tool. See if I can use it to harvest anything off that ship, outside of just scrapping it all, which I really hope I don't have to do. Because if I can get any of the parts in the cockpit out of the cockpit, that's going to save us so much time. I don't think we're going to get one of those massive engines. I highly unlikely that it's going to let us actually do that. But hey, you know, I've been wrong before, so maybe I'll be wrong this time. Oh, it force switched me down because I was holding shift while I did that. Didn't it? Okay. I was wondering what was going on there. All right, so you're going to go into a massive boy. I don't have enough for massive. Sucks. Okay. You and you. You. Put everything I can into you. Okay, I'm going to grab my wind turbines and I'm going to do my wind turbine. I'm going to put my arc furnace out. I'm going to put you out. You're not as most important. Y'all are main things I need to put out. First, I will be putting out you. Right, number 4. Number 4, thank you. And I'm going to switch you to the biggest it'll let me do. And I do not have a jetpack, so this might be counterintuitive for me to do. But eight builds me a 2-top of a massive boy. But we absolutely have the storage now. So, arc furnace. Like normal, I am crazy. I will be putting it off the side. And parts this time also in the ground. You will be going outside. Because you just need to be visible and clickable. You will be getting attached off the side of the boxes because I don't need you on the inside of the power plant. I don't like want. You're fine being there. I just don't want you there. Okay, now putting everything I can fit. I'll probably just use one for the batteries, pipes, starter block, storage packs, add-ons. I don't want to have to move these back down, so I'll put this in here. And you. Then I'm going to put the scrap. Then whatever batteries it will take before it's too full. Okay. Now, batteries in you. Oh boy. So now, since that's attached up top, we should be pulling hydrogen. We should be pulling hydrogen. Okay, I'm gonna have water. I'm gonna have to figure this out. Worst case scenario, we just put a thing on top to connect stuff there, and it should be fine. Maybe again, I have no idea how to do this. I've never done this before, so bear with me. But yeah, so yeah, I'm just figuring this out, just like y'all, just now figuring a lot of this out, just like y'all are. So please bear with me. But we're gonna go get everything else off that base, and yeah, everything it'll let us pull. If it won't let us pull everything else, that's gonna suck. Because I really don't want to have to rebuild the assembler. No, stop. I don't know why this is making stuff without power. It's very strange. I'm not going to think too much on that. Okay, now. Yay! It actually worked that time. This might just be being finicky with me. I might have to actually go get those blocks and manually do it that way. Those might just be being a pain in the bum for me. Oh, hold on. Before we go do that. Let me test something. Probably because we don't own it. But we don't have a block on it or own it. We probably could go and... Oh, it's completely... Your ship is completely wrecked and not harvestable. Well, I might be lucky enough to find a way around that. Hopefully, because a lot of those parts are really expensive to make. So I'm hoping I can at least get like the yoke or like one of the computer modules or anything really outside of the scrap. And now you can actually see our base from miles away, which is better than what we had earlier. Now this is getting slow. I'm carrying so much, it's now slow. Oh boy, I don't know how I headed back there. That was weird. I need to figure out what third person is. We don't. It is a distance, and I am overfulled by 60%, 61%. So 60, 61, whatever. Okay, thank y'all for still being here and still watching. That's nice of y'all. I wish this would have done a little bit better, but I mean, it is what it is. And I did just get a work request, so I am now kind of on my block. I'm gonna have to switch over to that soon. This will go inside because I would like this actually inside, but or not. To be at the door. Pop all of my resources I can fit in here into here that I didn't put in the other one. And now we will now be making everything out of this. Okay. Fit any of these, sneak any of these in here so I don't have to have them in my inventory. Yes, I can. Except for that one. Alright, well. I'm about to start the spiel. I don't know about you, but I enjoyed that. Enjoyed this spiel. We'll be starting that soon here, so there we'll get ready. We should be faster now since we're light as a feather. I'm gonna go pick up those remaining blocks. Hopefully this will let me do it this way. And then we will come back, then we will move, I'll skateboard back over, hoverboard back over. Oh, by the way, you can press space on this to jump. I forgot about that. Forgot to tell you all that. So. Yee-hoo! And if you time them, the bounce just will create more bounce. But it also slows you down because you're on the ground less. So it is a trade-off. Do you want to jump or do you want to move fast? I want to go fast. I should probably work my way out so I don't lose any of the blocks. Nice. Nice. You, and you. Then I'm going to go to 4. Take you back. Well, say goodbye. Bye, old base. Say bye, everybody. Bye, the old base, everybody. Bye, old base. Alright. Let's see if we can harvest any of this. Probably not. I'm completely understanding if we can't. It is transparent. The blocks are transparent on placing anything in it. And it will literally not let us. Can I... So that is clickable. So something might be harvestable. It won't even let me use the claim. It literally isn't letting me use it. Like, I can do that all day, but I don't think it's going to let me use the claim tool. Like these, I can sit in them. No system linked, but I can grab onto them. Yeah, I'd love to get out, but y'all aren't letting me out of the vehicle. So what's going on? Hello. Thank you. So did I just accidentally place this when I really shouldn't have? Where'd it go? Huh. Okay, well, let's see if I can get any of this. That's going to destroy it. It could be, I literally might just have to make the parts to even have a chance. Yeah, because there's an insane amount of stuff in here that I don't really want to just straight up destroy, so... Please give me something better than scrap. Nope, still gonna give me scrap. It might have actually given me... No, that was from this... Yeah, no. We might not be able to use this for anything other than scrap, y'all. I might be out of SOL. Because, like, this stuff is, like... There's a lot of stuff on here that's, like, really good. It would be really nice to have. That's where I placed it. Okay. It's so unplaceable that I can't even get up in here. Come on. Yeah, it's so semi-transparent that I'm like literally inside of a block right now. I'm literally just trying to remove the block I placed and I can't. Ugh, okay, let's try this. There we go. Alright. Well, we found something out about the ship now. If I want any of these parts on this, I might either have to have the part or I'm just going to have to scrap it all, which is really going to suck. Really good by the creator to not have that as a loophole. Probably pretty smart of him. Did that in advance. It's a smart thing to do. But yeah, that's our stream. I'm going to go drop these last few blocks off that are probably mostly going to be for like building up the ship that we use to leave the planet, or at least harvest the asteroids and stuff that I've heard about. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope to see y'all soon. Next time, whatever. And yeah, can't wait to see y'all in the next one. That was I'm the Sage of Time. This was my channel. We have our new base that is underwater right now for some stupid reason. I will never understand that. Anyway, I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all have a great rest of y'all's day. I hope to see y'all soon. I don't know about y'all. I had fun there.